What's going on, everyone? Yours truly, Nicholas Natt, and this is NattFitness 2.0 production. We're here to talk about one, if not the most important topic around health as a whole. It's not fitness, it's not nutrition, it's not commitment, it's not consistency. It is about health span and lifespan. Now, I'm gonna break down what these two things mean, and then we're gonna talk about, most importantly, why it's significant to you. So, here's why lifespan and health span are so important. I don't care what gender you are, I don't care where you come from, how much money you make, if you're a religious person, if you're not a religious person, any of the setbacks that we have as people, we all want this. Lifespan, to live as long as possible, health span, to have a high quality of life for as long as possible. Lifespan and health span. So now that we've identified those two things, what I want to do is start talking in a little bit more detail about why this is important. Well, when we think about lifespan as a whole, a lot of that comes down to the strategies, right? So when we think about some of the major reasons that compromise our health, having diabetes, or type 2 diabetes, or atherosclerosis, or even certain types of cancers, diseases, things that actually shorten the life, we want to be mindful of what those decisions are that we should stay away from, and what are some of the things that we need to begin to implement. So that's where the study of fitness and health practice and good nutrition come from. So being able to maximize those things are going to be able to more than likely help you live a disease-free, healthy, long life. Now that's important, but I think that doesn't necessarily go without being said. Health span, I think, is equally important, if not more, because let's be honest, we don't want to end up in a position where we're living for like these people in the blue zones, right? Centurions, 90, 100 plus years, but we have to stand at a wall because we can't do anything. I'm not saying that that's like unfortunate and that's the circumstance for the reality for a lot of people, but the reality is you want to be able to have the autonomy. You have your things that you enjoy doing. Maybe that's going out and being able to spend time with your kids, going on your vacations, traveling, being able to build that business, or being able to execute on your creativity, or simply just being able to use your weekends and to have the autonomy to move around and do the things that you want to do. Whatever that actually is, believe it or not, a lot of that becomes impeded by the same things that we do wrong over here in lifespan, because we have fatigue, we have exhaustion, we're tired, we're inflamed, or we're not getting enough sleep. And so we have our lifespan, we have our health span, quality of our life, and the longevity of our life. Now, the things that will impact that are our decisions that we make consistently over time. So to be clear, let me start off by saying this. I am not saying there's anything wrong with going out and having the occasional drink, depending on the person. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with going out and having your piece of cake or your crumble cookie. And I'm definitely not saying there's nothing wrong with going out and enjoying good meals. These are decadent things that actually expand your health span and are going to help you enjoy the quality of your life, and more importantly, the connection of the quality of the relationships you have. However, what ends up happening is that we move without a plan. We move without focus, which means that we don't often spend our time going through life with a direct focus. What we oftentimes end up actually doing is moving through life in our short term. So we feel down, we supplement that with sugar. We feel angry, we supplement that with a cigarette. We feel anxious, instead of going to bed, we doom scroll, or instead of going outside and walking, we binge watch Netflix. Now, I'm not making a judgment, I'm just talking about some of the common things that end up happening and they become a struggle. Those things end up taking away the quality of your life, but slowly over time, what they do is they cause the body to be inflamed, create fatigue, and most importantly, they don't make you stronger and more resilient. They actually build up the onset of early metabolic syndrome or different types of disease that end up robbing you of your health span. So, what is my call to action? I have two. The first call to action is come up with a plan. Come up with a reason why you're gonna end up becoming more healthy. Now, the important thing to know about making the decision to become healthier is not just going to be about going out and starting something. You have to understand why it's going to benefit your life. So when we were over here talking about health span, living a life that's worth living, it's important that you're putting good things in your life, things that you enjoy, things that fill your cup, things that make you feel whole. Because if you're just grinding and giving and sacrifice, and nothing is paying off, or nothing is, making you feel enthusiastic, then just adding an extra chore, an extra sacrifice isn't going to sound that beneficial to you. Now, in addition to that, My second call to action is going to be getting some form of accountability. Accountability, guys, is not something that's wrong, and I think a lot of people don't like the idea of accountability because they don't like actually being held accountable because they feel judged, but they also feel like it's a weakness, right? Accountability is important. Our kids depend on us. Maybe you're a boss and you have a team, those people depend on you. Maybe you're an entrepreneur and you're very, very good at your job and you need leadership skills. Either way, these are different forms of accountability. Having accountability in someone, or at least a group or a system that you can be accountable to, can help you figure out exactly what are the right systems and what are the right things that you should be doing to maximize your quality of life in the day-to-day and improve your overall health span. Doing so is not only chronically, meaning consistent over time, going to help you engage in having that consistent quality of life, especially as you age, but it's going to actually allow you to age gracefully and therefore have more longevity and more autonomy and live the longest potential that you actually can, and therefore max out your lifespan. So if this has been a word for you, and if this is definitely something that stands out, I highly recommend that you guys do these two things. Click the link below, subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel is going to give you access to me and my community, and that way we can continue to put out the best information that's going to be serving to people like yourselves who are just trying to maximize your health span, lifespan, and become more healthy in general. The second thing is definitely feel free, guys, to subscribe to my back office community and the other social media by downloading my free ebook, Health, Energy, and Confidence. It's designed for people like you who are more interested in getting more information about what systems and what things you should be doing and what foods you should be eating, and whether it's food or supplements and when you should be taking that down, and how to know what's the right workout program, and all of those things that could just get convoluted with all the day-to-day demands around family, kids, and career. I completely understand. That's why I built this book. You guys can get that information, download it for free. Click the link below. And until next time, I am saying thank you for giving me your time, and I look forward to connecting with you on the next NattFitness 2.0 video. Till then, signing off.